So Donald Trump loses in court again. Friends, the E. Jean Carroll verdict and Donald Trump's other court losses provide some really important foreshadowing regarding what's about to happen to Donald Trump in his criminal trials. Let's talk about that, because justice matters. Hey all, Glenn Kirshner here. So friends, as we all know, Donald Trump used to be a reality TV host of a show called The Apprentice. Full disclosure, I never watched a single episode of that show. Just was not interested in that guy. But if Trump ever got back into the reality TV show business, you know what the perfect show for him would be? The Biggest Loser. Because Donald Trump can't win in court. Look at how consistently he's lost. And friends, please believe me when I say these trial losses are strong predictors of what's about to happen to Donald Trump in his criminal trials. Let's talk about that in a minute, but if you'll indulge me, just 30 seconds of housekeeping. So friends, as you may know, here at Justice Matters, we're an all-volunteer operation, posting legal analysis videos every day, 7 days a week, and we couldn't do it without your support. So if you're interested in more formally supporting our efforts, our mission, our content, please feel free to come on over to patreon.com. You can sign up to become a patron, and if you do, I will send you some Team Justice and Justice Matters stickers and a personal handwritten note of thanks. And thank you to the many of you who have come over to Patreon and are supporting our efforts. We couldn't do it without you. Now, let's turn to why Donald Trump's trial losses, his consistent trial losses, his unabated trial losses are strong predictors of what's about to happen to him in his many criminal trials. Friends, when things move from the court of public opinion into a court of law, Donald Trump loses. He lost the New York civil fraud trial, and all we're waiting for now is Judge Engoron's decision about how much Trump will have to pay, how much of his ill-gotten gains he will have to disgorge. And if you thought 83 million that he lost to E. Jean Carroll was a big number, you ain't seen nothing yet. It may be 283 million. It may be more when Judge Engoron hands down his decision. And Donald Trump lost both E. Jean Carroll trials. And let's face it, friends, Donald Trump lost another trial, but he lost it by proxy. Remember when District Attorney Alvin Bragg, the Manhattan District Attorney, brought criminal charges against the Trump Organization? A business that is Donald Trump's namesake, a business that he ruled with, an iron fist, albeit a very tiny iron fist. Not to mention Donald Trump's chief financial officer for decades, Alan Weisselberg, was also criminally prosecuted in that case and convicted pursuant to his guilty plea. But Donald Trump's business, the Trump Organization, went to trial and was convicted of a 15-year-long criminal scheme to defraud in the first degree. So Donald Trump lost that trial as well, even if he lost it by proxy, because it was his organization, not him personally, sitting at defense counsel table. And friends, here is why Donald Trump has lost all of his trials, and here is why Donald Trump will continue losing all of his trials. The rules of evidence don't apply in the court of public opinion. So Donald Trump spends all day, every day, lying in his desperate attempt to deceive and grift from his gaggle of supporters, his flock of sheep. But the rules of evidence, the rules of procedure, and the rule of law all apply once matters move from the court of public opinion into a courtroom. And when Donald Trump is in court, what happens? Well, we saw it on the last day of the E. Jean Carroll trial. Donald Trump literally can't handle the truth. During closing arguments, when E. Jean Carroll's lawyer was arguing to the jury, ladies and gentlemen, Donald Trump is a liar who acts like the rules don't apply to him. What did Donald Trump do? He jumped up and he stormed out of the courtroom. Yeah, Donald Trump literally can't handle the truth. So friends, once Donald Trump's criminal trials commence and the rules of evidence apply and the rules of procedure apply and the rule of law applies, Donald Trump will be convicted so fast it will make his head spin. And yes, friends, it's taken far too long. And yes, our institutions of government need to learn that delay and timidity and appeasement is not the way to deal with an insurrectionist. It's not the way to deal with an aspiring dictator or, as Trump has now fashioned himself, a day one dictator. But Donald Trump's court losses will continue. And criminal convictions of Donald Trump are coming. They are. Because justice matters. Friends, as always, please stay safe, please stay tuned, and I look forward to talking with you all again tomorrow.